This is Donovan McNabb, and you're listening to The Bottom Line with Steve Nugent right here on Sports Radio 1340 WHAP Hopewell.
This is The Bottom Line with Steve the Truth Nugent. And the truth will set you free. He covers everything from high school to the pros and everything in between here in the Tri-Cities. Hey, now, let's go to Steve the Truth with The Bottom Line.
That's right. We are here at Fox Sports Studios. It is a beautiful, or should I say, it was a beautiful Monday evening. It started off a little wet, but it cleared up. I am Steve the Truth alongside of Rick Morris. Harry Clary is under the weather tonight, so Harry, we hope you feel better. And that being, yeah, we hope he feels better. And with that being said, tonight's show is only from 6 to 7, and because I have something to do, I have to do a little later as well. So with that, we're going to put everything into 1 hour and get you hooked up. And, Rick, we got a special guest that's going to be with us at the bottom of the hour here, and that is the one, the only, the sheriff of the city of Hopewell. And that's Travis Stanley going to be here. And I did some research on him over the past couple of days that he agreed to come on and do the show. He's quite an athlete.
Yeah, you were telling me that in the pregame,
production meeting. Yeah, it's so he's gonna be with us about 6:30. And of course, tomorrow, folks, is election day, and like I said, that is if you get a chance, go out there and vote. No matter who you vote for, just get out and vote and let your voice be heard. With that, we are going to start our show. Rick, how was your weekend, buddy?
My weekend was great. Halloween, of course, it was my 28th wedding anniversary, and we actually went to Golden Corral this morning to celebrate because Halloween was kind of busy. And we had band practice yesterday, right in the middle of all the games.
Right in the middle of all the games, that's right. Rick is an entertainer. He plays in a local band that travels quite much here in the Tri-City, Richmond, East Coast area. You get a chance to go out there and check him out. And, of course, Thursday night, my Dolphins played against the Ravens. I said it last week. I really thought we going to have a chance to win, but just like normal, we lose 28-6. And did you get a chance to see any of that?
No, I didn't.
The play call in there at the end of the first half, we're down 14-6. We go forward on 4th and 2 just outside the 10-yard line. Now, granted, Patterson missed a field goal earlier in the first half, but we should have took the points there and made it 14-9.
Yeah.
Then we stopped the Ravens before the half, got the ball back with 45 seconds left, and we were playing for a field goal. Why didn't we take the field goal? And then if we would have got that, it would have been 14-12. That game would have been totally different. Instead, we went to the half, and then the Ravens come out just on all cylinders. Lamar Jackson had 4 touchdowns for his game coming back and looked pretty good. And the Ravens might be right back where they need to be, and they're 3-5, right in the hunt of that AFC North.
Sound like you are a victim of a coaching decision.
Yes, it is. And like I said, since then we have fired Greer as the general manager for the Miami Dolphins. He's been let go of his duties, and they said our coach is safe until the end of the season. And then to get the news this morning, breaking news if you didn't hear it here, the Eagles trade for Phillips, the linebacker for the Miami Dolphins, number 15, for a third-round pick in 2026.
Yep.
So we're starting to unload athletes there, and I'm pretty sure Chubb will probably be next. And there's a lot of people trying to get Waddle, but he's not on the trade block.
I guess it's rebuild time.
Yeah, well, like I said, there's a lot of coaches out there I wouldn't mind getting. John Gruden's out there. It's a lot of them that.
Why isn't he coaching anyway?
Yeah, I think he'd be fine in Miami. Bill Belichick coming back from North Carolina, I think I would take him too.
Yeah.
And like I said, that was my Thursday night. My Friday night, of course, it was Halloween. I went downtown with the city of Hopewell, putting on the trunk and treat or whatever have you. Everybody there, we walked around, saw a bunch of people. It was a lot of fun. Then we came home, and our neighborhood is one of the neighborhoods that still do the old-fashioned way, and we had plenty of vehicles strolling up the road with the kids jumping out, getting candy. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, my daughter tried to take my granddaughter out trick-or-treating, and there was nowhere to go. She couldn't figure out where to go, so they stopped at my house, and I gave them a handful of candy and set them on. Yeah,
and then, and like I said, it was, the trunk and treats have really took a lot of the actual going door-to-door away. But like I said, when we were kids, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of fun trick-or-treating.
Yep. And then Saturday, of course, UVA, I'm a Wahoo. We played a big game against California, come away with a victory there, improved to 8-1. And the rankings come out yesterday afternoon in the AP poll. UVA is ranked number 12 now in the AP poll. And tomorrow is the first standings, college football standings that come out that will be the standings for the playoffs. So with UVA being the top of the ACC right now, and Miami and Georgia Tech losing this weekend, I look for them to be ranked 11th and in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that would be a big deal because Tony Elliott needed it the last couple of seasons. We've been struggling, but got it together right now, and they're looking pretty good. And then, like I told you in a production meeting, that was the first win in the Pacific time zone for UVA ever. They played games in Georgia. They played games in Oregon, Washington, and California, and that's their first victory.
Wow.
And that's what happens when you go all-coast conference, the ACC. It's all coast, both coasts, not just the East Coast. And Sunday, the National Football League, of course, yesterday, a lot of fun. I was sitting outside watching the games, and like I said, my team already lost on Thursday, so that was, on Sundays it's just happy-go-lucky. We're just watching the games. And a lot of good games. That Cincinnati Bengals, the Cincinnati Bear game was incredible. Joe Flacco added again, and the final score ended up being, I believe it was 48-47. And that's a big win for the Chicago Bears. And Ben Johnson's looking like the man that everybody thought he was going to be there in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yep. And
good.
Of course, last night the home team come up a little short against Seattle. Seattle's looking really good. They're 6-2. Actually, there toward the end of the first hour, folks, we'll have our top 5 and bottom 5 of the National Football League for this week. And I have Seattle in the top 5 at 6-2. They're playing extremely well, and Donald is doing his thing.
Yeah.
And then, of course, all the games were pretty good this past weekend. And then tonight is Monday Night Football. The Arizona Cardinals taking on the Dallas Cowboys tonight. And we all picked the Cowboys last week. And,
yes, we did.
With Kyler Murray not playing like they thought he was going to come out and play tonight, he's not playing. So, I look for Dallas to win this.
Who is the backup quarterback?
Bassett. Is it the boy that used to quarterback for New England? Brissett? Yeah, Brissett. That's who it is. And he's
Jacoby
the quarterback.
Brissett.
Yep, that's exactly who it is. And then tonight, today is the first day of college basketball. They've been playing a tournament all day. Different games have been playing throughout the day. But UVA takes on Rider at 7 o'clock on ESPN+. So I'm going to take a look at that, too, tonight. And basketball season's here. Pro basketball's here. Hockey's here. Best time of year to be a sports fan.
Yes, it is.
Now, with Harry not being here, it is your time, or should I say, at this time, every Monday, we do.
It's time for On This Date in Sports History
with Harry Clary. Brought to you by Car Brothers, the gathering place located at 3100 Jackson Farm Road. Now, here's Harry. Well, we wish Harry could be here. I'm going to try to do this justice because nobody can do it better than him. But we're going to go with it anyway. In 1929, Providence became the first NFL team to host a game at night under floodlights, and the game was against the Cardinals. Then, in 1948, Gordie Howe with the Detroit Red Wings made the first of his record 21 All-Star appearances. That's a lot of All-Star appearances. Mm-hmm. In 1953, the Rules Committee of Organized Baseball restored the sacrifice fly. The rule had not been used since 1939. Then, in 1972, Joe Namath was featured on the cover of Life magazine. In 1989, the Minnesota Timberwolves played their first NBA game. They lost to Seattle 106-94. In 1989, Lou Piniella was named the manager of the Reds. He replaced the banned Pete Rose. That's something.
Yeah.
In 1993, Greg Maddux from the Atlanta Braves became the first player to win back-to-back Cy Young Awards on different teams. In 1993, Ken Danieko of the New Jersey Devils set a record when he played in his 322nd consecutive game. In 1995, the Fleet Center, Rose Garden, and Sky Dome hosted their first NBA games. In 1996, Jerry Rice of the San Francisco 49ers became the first NFL player to catch 1,000 career receptions.
And he is the best, probably one of the best wide receivers of all time.
Probably, yeah, the best.
Mm-hmm.
In 1998, Minnesota elected Jesse the Body Ventura, a former pro wrestler, as its governor.
Ooh. Speaking of Election Day tomorrow.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And notable sports figures that were born on November 3rd. In 1949, Larry Holmes, legendary heavyweight boxing champion. In 1997, Colin Kaepernick, NFL quarterback. In 1945, Larry Little, Pro Football Hall of Fame guard for the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
In 1975, Darren Sharper, a 5-time Pro Bowl defensive back for the Green Bay Packers. And that's going to do it for this day in sports history.
Yeah, brought to you by Carr Brothers, the gathering place located right there at 3100 Jackson Farm Road. Be sure to stop by and see Tony's Oily Worlds as well. She's a big fan of the program that we have here. And I want to thank all our sponsors for being with us throughout the last several months since March. And like I said, Hempco Hopewell Iron and Metal Company is one of our newest sponsors, and they sponsor a segment here. Hourglass Realty Group, Keith Wagner. They're a big sponsor of The Bottom Line right here on Fox Sports Radio, WHAP, The Point. We're going to take a break, and I didn't say it in the first segment, but the second segment coming up, we're talking high school football. And, yes, your Hopewell Blue Devils had a big win Thursday night, 26-20. That was heard right here on WHAP, The Point, and they're playing this Friday night. It was scheduled to be Thursday, but Thomasdale and Petersburg game got switched to Saturday. So it's moving it from Thursday to Friday to give Thomasdale that extra day. And we'll talk about the rankings and everything for Hopewell High School football coming up. And we're going to take a break. And don't forget, the bottom of the hour, we're going to have Sheriff Stanley, Travis Stanley from the city of Hopewell. He'll be with us talking some sports and some Hopewell Blue Devil sports right here on WHAP, The Point.
K&L Barbecue at 1410 Maple Street, inside Cavalier Square, Hopewell. Wants you to know they have great specials on the daily menu, such as hamburger steaks, grilled chicken, a lightly fried chicken sandwich, and of course, the best chicken and dumplings in the Tri-Cities. And don't forget about their world-famous barbecue and sauce. Dine in or carry out at K&L Barbecue. Call 458-4241. That's 458-4241 for K&L Barbecue.
Uh-oh, stranded on the side of the road, flat tire, dead battery, no worries. Tucker Towing Service, LLC has got your back. Whether it's cars, trucks, motorcycles, or trailers, we're here to get you moving again. Need a jump start or a tire change? We do that too. Proudly serving Hopewell, VA, and surrounding areas. We're fast, reliable, and just a call away. Call Tucker Towing at 804-920-4383 or email us at tuckerstowingservice@gmail.com. Tucker Towing Service, LLC, your roadside lifeline.
Hi, this is Andy Clark with Ligon Jones Insurance Services. We're proud to give back to our community by supporting local youth sports and encourage you all to get out and cheer for your team. We're a local independent agent representing Erie Insurance and several others. Give us a call at 804-458-8522 or stop by our new location at 5392 Prince George Drive, Suite B, and let us show you what old-fashioned customer service feels like. We can be your insurance concierge and save you money. www.ligonjones.com.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Let Keith and Mandy at Hourglass Realty Group guide you and your family through the journey of home ownership for years to come. With over 17 years of experience as multi-million-dollar producers, they specialize in residential and commercial properties across Richmond, Chesterfield, the Tri-Cities, and surrounding areas. As partner agents with Veterans United, they take pride in helping active and retired veterans find the perfect home. Plus, Keith is a licensed notary for your convenience. Call 804-712-0188. That's 804-712-0188 today and visit them at 11801 Center Street in Chester. They're online at hourglassrealtygroup.com.
Carr Brothers, located at 3100 Jackson Farm Road here in Hopewell. The Gathering Place has great salads, specials every day, and without a doubt, the best burger in town. Call for carryout at 458-4144. That's 458-4144. Carr Brothers.
Hemco, a family-owned business which operates as a full-service buyer, processor, and seller. Hemco purchases, collects, processes, then remits any and all salvageable materials such as copper, brass, aluminum, stainless steel, and much more for the recycling industry. That's Hemco, Hopewell Iron and Metal Company, located at 213 South 6th Avenue, Hopewell, Virginia. For services or questions, call Hemco at 458-8514. Open Monday through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's Hemco, Hopewell Iron and Metal Company.
911 is the number that can save civilians' lives. 1-800-COP-LINE is the number that can save yours. Did you know more cops die by suicide than in the line of duty? Talk to a cop who cares. Call 1-800-COP-LINE or visit VAFirstResponderWellness.org. The life you save could be your own. Paid for by the Virginia Department of Criminal Justice Services.
I just want to encourage everybody listening today. Your health matters. Your peace matters. You don't have to settle for feeling exhausted, stressed, or just stuck wherever you are. God gave us everything we need. Simple, powerful gifts from the earth to support our bodies naturally. It's not complicated. It's not overwhelming. It's just about taking one small step back to what He originally intended. You deserve to feel amazing. And natural solutions are really closer than you think. It's just a text, a phone call, or a stop by Carr Brothers away.
Start your wellness journey today. Reach out to Tony Carr Hathaway. She's been waiting for you. Text wellness to 804-212-8571.
This is Donovan McNabb, and you're listening to The Bottom Line with Steve Nugent right here on Sports Radio 1340 WHAP. Hopewell.
Why didn't you just tell me the truth? Now, let's get back to Steve the Truth with The Bottom Line.
That's what I said. That's right. We are back here at Fox Sports Studios, WHAP Hopewell. It is just about 18 minutes past the hour, 6 o'clock. Like I said, our show today is just from 6 to 7. But we appreciate everyone listening. Don't forget, tonight is Monday Night Football. Arizona taking on the Dallas Cowboys at 8:15, and that is on ABC. And UVA plays Rider tonight as well at 7 o'clock. That is a ESPN Plus. You can watch that at 7 o'clock. And, of course, as I said before the break, we're going to talk high school football rankings. It is just 1 week left in the rankings for all of high school football, I'm pretty sure. And taking a look, I want to give a shout out again to Big Woody Woodward. Rick, on Thursday and Friday nights, he really goes and puts 100% in and sends us all the scores from around the area to keep us up to date. And when Jeff is calling the game on Monday nights, and the score updates are coming from Big Woody, and he does a great job.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of a great job, the Hopewell Blue Devils did defeat Matorka 26-20. They improved to 4-5. Matorka is 2-7. Dinwiddie defeated Prince George 19-0. Meadowbrook defeated Colonial Heights 32-8. And Varina with a big win over Highland Springs 21-3. And like I said, Dinwiddie beat Highland Springs earlier this year, and Dinwiddie, they're 10-0. They're got to go through Dinwiddie to get to the state championship, which is a big deal.
Yes, it is.
Yep, and but like I said, I'm from Dinwiddie High School, class of 1990.
Me too, and I actually played for Dinwiddie football.
Yeah, well, me too. Yeah, I was Coach Kerry Parker. That was back in the late 80s. That's been many, many moons ago. And like I said earlier, Hopewell plays Thomasdale this Friday. They changed the schedule because Thomasdale had to play Petersburg on Saturday, and Thomasdale defeated Petersburg 34-8. So taking a look at Woody's stuff that he has right here for Region 3A, the standings for Hopewell, high school football. Number 1 is Lake Taylor. Number 2 is Petersburg. They're 6-3 with first-year head coach Jerome Mathis. They're doing extremely well. 3rd is New Kent, 6-3. 4 is IC Norcom at 4-5. Tab is 6-3, and they're ranked 5. Hopewell is 4-5 and ranked 6. And 7th is York at 3-6. Now, headed into next week 11 games, top 7 bids have already clinched there. So Hopewell's going to be in the playoffs. It just depends on what seed and who they will be playing. Now, taking a look at the Region 6A football standings, Oxford Smith is number 1. Manchester's number 2. Thomasdale is number 3. Western Branch, LC Bird 5. Lansdowne 6, Cosby 7, Grassfield 8, and J.R. Tucker is 9th, and they are 1-9. And the timeline is regional quarterfinals will be Friday, November 11th. Could be Saturday, the 15th. But 1 and 2 get a bye. 3 plays 6, and 4 will host the 5th seeded team once they are all set up and ready. Regional semifinals will be November 21st on a Friday night, and could be November 22nd on a Saturday. And the 1 will host the 4-5 winner, and the 2 will host the 3-6 winner. With the state finals, sub-finals will be December 6th, time to be announced, and the Region 6A champions will travel to the Region 6D champions for the state title there for Region 6 in high school football. And like I said, our playoff picture, Hopewell's got a real good, Hopewell's going to make the playoffs, depends on who they play with the matchups. But that's a big deal for Hopewell making the playoffs for, like I said, they got a tough opponent this Friday. More likely, hopefully they'll win and finish 5-5. If not, they'll be 4-6 headed on the road for Week 11 in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
And I was trying to say Week 12 in the playoffs, because this is Week 11, because then Hopewell had a bye, and Dinwiddie played straight through. Their season's done. They're number 1 seed overall. And that does it for our Hopewell Blue Devils and high school football update. Got you all updated, and we want to thank New Kent. He's got New Kent. Johnny Martinez is listening. I thought he said he had a meeting tonight, but he is listening to us. So hopefully maybe New Kent is who Hopewell will have to play, which probably so, and travel on the road, because New Kent is the 3rd seed. Okay. So I want to thank Johnny Martinez for that. And don't forget, Johnny, I still got your bobblehead that you got last week for texting in the show. And if anybody's listening, you want to text in 804-698-0754 and let me know your thoughts about what we're talking about. So it is just about 6:23. I'm going to take a break. When we come back, hopefully we'll have Sheriff Travis Stanley with us. Of course, tomorrow is Election Day. We hope everybody gets a chance to get out and vote. Let your voice be heard and get it out there. And like I said, that's the whole thing about the country that we live in. You have a voice and a vote.
That's right.
So no matter who you vote for, go out there and vote. Like I said, I voted at Hopewell High School. I'm right here in the city of Hopewell. So some of the public schools are closed tomorrow due to the voting there. Of course, the city is closed because it's a holiday.
Yeah, I'm less than 10 minutes away from my voting location.
Yeah, with that, we're going to take a break. You're listening to The Bottom Line right here on WHAP, The Point. Carr Brothers, located at 3100 Jackson Farm Road here in Hopewell. The Gathering Place has great salads, specials every day, and without a doubt, the best burger in town. Call for carryout at 458-4144. That's 458-4144. Carr Brothers.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Let Keith and Mandy at Hourglass Realty Group guide you and your family through the journey of home ownership for years to come. With over 17 years of experience as multi-million-dollar producers, they specialize in residential and commercial properties across Richmond, Chesterfield, the Tri-Cities, and surrounding areas. As partner agents with Veterans United, they take pride in helping active and retired veterans find the perfect home. Plus, Keith is a licensed notary for your convenience. Call 804-712-0188. That's 804-712-0188 today and visit them at 11801 Center Street in Chester. They're online at hourglassrealtygroup.com.
Hi, this is Andy Clark with Ligon Jones Insurance Services. We're proud to give back to our community by supporting local youth sports and encourage you all to get out and cheer for your team. We're a local independent agent representing Erie Insurance and several others. Give us a call at 804-458-8522 or stop by our new location at 5392 Prince George Drive, Suite B, and let us show you what old-fashioned customer service feels like. We can be your insurance concierge and save you money. www.ligonjones.com.
Uh-oh, stranded on the side of the road, flat tire, dead battery, no worries. Tucker Towing Service, LLC has got your back. Whether it's cars, trucks, motorcycles, or trailers, we're here to get you moving again. Need a jump start or a tire change? We do that too. Proudly serving Hopewell, VA, and surrounding areas. We're fast, reliable, and just a call away. Call Tucker Towing at 804-920-4383 or email us at tuckerstowingservice@gmail.com. Tucker Towing Service, LLC, your roadside lifeline.
Hemco, a family-owned business which operates as a full-service buyer, processor, and seller. Hemco purchases, collects, processes, then remits any and all salvageable materials such as copper, brass, aluminum, stainless steel, and much more for the recycling industry. That's Hemco, Hopewell Iron and Metal Company, located at 213 South 6th Avenue, Hopewell, Virginia. For services or questions, call Hemco at 458-8514. Open Monday through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's Hemco, Hopewell Iron and Metal Company.
I just want to encourage everybody listening today. Your health matters. Your peace matters. You don't have to settle for feeling exhausted, stressed, or just stuck wherever you are. God gave us everything we need. Simple, powerful gifts from the earth to support our bodies naturally. It's not complicated. It's not overwhelming. It's just about taking one small step back to what He originally intended. You deserve to feel amazing. And natural solutions are really closer than you think. It's just a text, a phone call, or a stop by Car Brothers away.
Start your wellness journey today. Reach out to Tony Carr Hathaway. She's been waiting for you. Text wellness to 804-212-8571.
This is Mark Malone, and you're listening to The Bottom Line with Steve the Truth Nugent right here on Sports Radio 1340 WHAP Hopewell.
Why didn't you just tell me the truth? Now, let's get back to Steve the Truth with The Bottom Line.
That's what I said. All right, we're back here at Fox Sports Studios, WHAP right here in Hopewell. And don't forget, tonight is Arizona taking on the Dallas Cowboys tonight at 8:15, and that is on ABC. And don't forget, the Cavaliers basketball season starts tonight, too. They take Ryder. Ryder comes to UVA, the first game for both teams, looking for a great first season for new Coach Odom there at UVA. But just as promised, as Rick and I said before the break, we will have, and we do have, the man, the legend, that is our sheriff of the city of Hopewell, and that's Travis Stanley. Travis, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, talk right up in there.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, man. That's perfect.
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me, Steve. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, we know tomorrow's a big day, and like I said, I ran for city council back in 2012, so I kind of know exactly what type of nerves that you're going through and this, that, and the other, but you did something I didn't. You won.
Well, I'm batting 500. You know, I lost my first time around and came back the second time to win. Yeah, so.
Yeah, well, you recently got married, and you and Bethany went on a great honeymoon, man. How is married life treating you?
Well, you know, we have to back up a little bit. We were together for 13 years.
Yeah.
So I tried to explain to her, look, I've got a very extensive background check process. So, you know, it took that long for her to clear, but she finally did. And but no, it's been great. You know, we were, like I said, together for a long time before we got married, and so it's not much different now. It's you know, if anything, it's gotten better, but it's about the same.
Yeah, well, I was doing some homework. I mentioned it in the opening on you today, Travis. And, man, you're a football player. I mean, you played for Hopewell High School.
I did.
And then you went to Shawan University. I guess they're the Hawks.
They were the Braves then.
Yeah, okay.
But they're Hawks now, yeah.
And it was 1999, 2000. I got some stats right here. I was just talking to Rick about in the production meeting. He had 8 receptions, 122 yards, 4 touchdowns for an average of 15.25 yards per reception. Man, if you could do that today, man, you could be making millions.
Yeah, well, I could have done it then. They just didn't like to throw the tight end back then. So.
I hear you. And, of course, your family is loaded with athletes. Of course, your dad, Skeeter, he played on the 1972 state championship basketball team, and Big E's been on the show before too as well. And that's a big deal. Winning a state championship back then, was still winning one today is a big deal.
Right.
Yeah, and then of course your brothers are very athletic. Skeet, he played in the Boston Red Sox organization there briefly.
Yeah.
So the Stanleys are pretty athletic.
Yeah, Derek was in the White Sox organization too.
Yeah, that is great. Yeah, and now tell us a little bit about your time at Shawan and going through Hopewell, and then just briefly, and then go into how did you get into law? Into the sheriff's department.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll give you the condensed version. I know we don't have but a few minutes, but
take your time.
So I graduated from Hopewell High School in 1995. Played football in school. Recruited by some bigger name schools at the time. West Virginia was one. I had a recruiter show up at the high school, talk to Coach Parker, and my guidance counselor. And when they looked at my grades, they said, "Look, go to junior college for a semester and then transfer." So. Needless to say, I was not the best student in school growing up. I, was
one typical teenager.
Well, I definitely was probably undiagnosed ADD or ADHD, whatever it is. I'm sure that was probably some of it, but I just didn't prioritize, school as much as I did the sports and everything else. But anyhow, long story short, I ended up going to junior college for more than a semester. I decided to get my associate's degree. Once I was there, I got my associate's degree, and I did that in police science. And then from there, I transferred to Chowan and ended up getting on their football team then. So,
yeah, I know back then, I hate to say back then, but the Tri-Cities, Chowan, a lot of people went to play softball from this area, went there because they recruited this area.
Baseball was big too. Yeah, baseball was big with them. And
now you took office in 2022 here at the Sheriff's Department, and like I said, you're being seen everywhere, and you're out everywhere. And like I said, you're probably the second hardest working person in that position. Because Carrie Corner, I see her everywhere.
Yeah,
she's definitely the hardest worker.
Right? Yeah. No, she's hard to beat. I wish I had half her energy. So.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit of how you got into the Sheriff's Department.
Well, I started my career in law enforcement back in 2004 with the city of Petersburg. I was a police officer there, and spent about 5 years there. Not quite 5 years, 4.5 years or so. Spent some time there, and started looking for other opportunities. At the time, I was thinking maybe I wanted to get out of law enforcement, altogether at that point. I was just, had some personal life issues going on at the time, in the middle of a breakup, and it was just a lot of things going on, and decided I just wanted to, maybe get out of it. So I got out of law enforcement briefly. And worked for U-Haul Company of all people. A buddy of mine is a regional manager for the U-Haul Company, and he got me on there as a assistant manager with their West Broad Street store. Mm-hmm. Worked there for a little while, and then Greg Anderson, who was the sheriff at the time, called me up one day and said, "Hey, you want to come write some tickets for me on the highway?" So that's what brought me to Hopewell.
Know him very well.
I said, absolutely. I've always wanted to come back and work in my hometown. So
I remember that too. Yeah. That was a while back.
2009.
Yeah, because I got in radio. I ran for city council in 2012.
Right.
And Sheriff Anderson and the treasurer at the time was a big supporter of mine, and of course the mayor too, Booge. And I remember that like it was yesterday. And then, like I said, you finally got the opportunity to run, and first time not so.
Wasn't so successful the first time. Came in second. It was four people ran in that race, and I came in a close second, which gave me enough confidence and all that to try it again, and I'm glad I did. Because I came back in 22 and won. So, that's kind of that short version of that story.
Yeah, and like I said, tomorrow is Election Day. If you're just joining us here at 25 minutes toward the hour of 7 o'clock. This is The Bottom Line, featuring Harry Clary and Rick Morse. Harry's out today. He's feeling a little under the weather. Rick and I are here with the one, the only, the sheriff of the city of Hopewell, and learning a little bit about him. Like I said, I've been good friends with him for quite a while. And like I said, the sports, we're a sports show. I want to bring you on because of your background and the athlete that you are, not that you was, because you have slimmed down a lot and exercise and
got to stay in fighting shape.
And I was talking about we can switch gears here real quick. The Dallas Cowboys play tonight, and before you came in, we were talking about what team you liked in the National Football League. What team you liked, and you said Dallas Cowboys. I said no, the National Football League. Who do you like? You said you're a little flustered with the Dallas Cowboys, but I think they got a chance to win tonight against Arizona.
Well, that'll be news to me. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Well, like I said, I know Skeeter's listening to us there at the Moose Lodge. I want to say hi to everybody there at the Moose Lodge. Of course, I was on the board there last year and decided to come back into radio. And that's the reason why I got off the board there. But I know your mom and dad are real proud of you. I know Beth and Skeeter are really, really proud of you. And like I said, we wish you the best. Anybody you want to thank or give a shout-out to before we let you go, big guy?
Well, first, thank you for having me on. I thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to live my dream every day. And, thank everyone that's supporting me and my staff. Couldn't go without saying my staff for 100% best staff in Virginia.
I got that one question I asked you. How is it to work with Jessica Jackson?
She's the MVP.
Yes.
This is a sports show, so she's the MVP down there. She's the glue that holds that office together.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful that when I came on board in 22, she decided to stay and help me out, and that's exactly what she did. She's the MVP.
And like I said, her and Becca and Vic and all of them, Adam, they do a great job, and they're just good people. They got a great family, and just like I said, just like in Hopewell, it's a lot of great people that do a lot of great things. Sometimes it just goes unseen.
Yeah.
But there's a lot, and like I said, your staff is something that's behind you 100%. Well, I appreciate you coming out today, and I hope your Cowboys win tonight.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty 500. So I don't know what the record is right now. I think it's a little under, so they're probably due to
3-4-1.
Yeah.
But I think y'all got a chance. I think you're going to improve and get better over the next couple of weeks. And like I said, thanks again for being here. And like I said, folks, no matter who you vote for tomorrow, go out and vote. And like I said, you can't vote wrong as long as you vote. And that's how you get your voice heard. And Travis, thanks so much for being here, big guy. Absolutely. I really appreciate the time.
Yeah, anytime.
And I just got a text that said, did he thank his wife? I said, well, you want to thank...
Yeah, look, I'm going to be divorced before I get to my first year. So, yeah, I would like to thank my beautiful wife for putting up with me and all the things that she does behind the scenes to help me and whatever I'm doing at the time. But, you know.
Well, Angela, thanks for listening and putting the sheriff on the spot there, but he got it in there.
I'm glad somebody was listening and got me straight because I'd have been in trouble.
Yeah. With that, we're going to take a break. When we come back, me and Rick's going to talk a little college football, and then we're going to do our top 5 and bottom 5 of the National Football League for Week 11. Carr Brothers, located at 3100 Jackson Farm Road here in Hopewell. The Gathering Place has great salads, specials every day, and without a doubt, the best burger in town. Call for carryout at 458-4144. That's 458-4144. Carr Brothers.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Let Keith and Mandy at Hourglass Realty Group guide you and your family through the journey of home ownership for years to come. With over 17 years of experience as multi-million-dollar producers, they specialize in residential and commercial properties across Richmond, Chesterfield, the Tri-Cities, and surrounding areas. As partner agents with Veterans United, they take pride in helping active and retired veterans find the perfect home. Plus, Keith is a licensed notary for your convenience. Call 804-712-0188. That's 804-712-0188 today and visit them at 11801 Center Street in Chester. They're online at hourglassrealtygroup.com.
Hi, this is Andy Clark with Ligon Jones Insurance Services. We're proud to give back to our community by supporting local youth sports and encourage you all to get out and cheer for your team. We're a local independent agent representing Erie Insurance and several others. Give us a call at 804-458-8522 or stop by our new location at 5392 Prince George Drive, Suite B, and let us show you what old-fashioned customer service feels like. We can be your insurance concierge and save you money. www.ligonjones.com.
Uh-oh, stranded on the side of the road, flat tire, dead battery, no worries. Tucker Towing Service, LLC has got your back. Whether it's cars, trucks, motorcycles, or trailers, we're here to get you moving again. Need a jump start or a tire change? We do that too. Proudly serving Hopewell, VA, and surrounding areas. We're fast, reliable, and just a call away. Call Tucker Towing at 804-920-4383. or email us at tuckerstowingservice@gmail.com. Tucker Towing Service, LLC, your roadside lifeline.
Hemco, a family-owned business which operates as a full-service buyer, processor, and seller. Hemco purchases, collects, processes, then remits any and all salvageable materials such as copper, brass, aluminum, stainless steel, and much more for the recycling industry. That's Hemco, Hopewell Iron and Metal Company, located at 213 South 6th Avenue, Hopewell, Virginia. For services or questions, call Hemco at 458-8514. Open Monday through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's Hemco, Hopewell Iron and Metal Company.
I just want to encourage everybody listening today. Your health matters. Your peace matters. You don't have to settle for feeling exhausted, stressed, or just stuck wherever you are. God gave us everything we need. Simple, powerful gifts from the earth to support our bodies naturally. It's not complicated. It's not overwhelming. It's just about taking one small step back to what He originally intended. You deserve to feel amazing. And natural solutions are really closer than you think. It's just a text, a phone call, or a stop by Carr Brothers away.
Start your wellness journey today. Reach out to Tony Carr Hathaway. She's been waiting for you. Text wellness to 804-212-8571.
This is Mark Malone, and you're listening to The Bottom Line with Steve the Truth Nugent, right here on Sports Radio 1340 WHAP Hopewell.
Why didn't you just tell me the truth? Now, let's get back to Steve the Truth with The Bottom Line.
That's what I said. All right, we're back here at Fox Sports Studios, WHAP The Point. I am Steve the Truth, alongside of Rick Morris. We'll give a shout-out to Harry Clary. He's under the weather today. He'll be back with us in 2 weeks, because next week we don't have a show because I'm off. So we won't be back on until the following Monday. 2 weeks from tonight. Check us out, and we'll keep you updated. And be sure to like our Facebook page, Rick, at The Bottom Line Radio
Sports
Talk.
It's Bottom Line Sports Talk, WHAP, on YouTube.
On YouTube.
And be sure to click like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when we upload a new video.
That's right. We want to thank the Sheriff, Travis Stanley, for joining us. Like I said, I learned a lot about him tonight. A Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
You know, he's no different than any other Cowboy fan. He seems a little flustered with the Cowboys. And then also He played his college ball at Schwann, and like I said, tomorrow is Election Day, folks, so if you get a chance, go out there and vote. No matter who you vote for, just let your voice be heard. And good luck to everyone that's running tomorrow, and like I said, that's public servant is what that is, and that's a lot to work with the public.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Now, with that, it is just about time for the college football AP poll is out today. Like I mentioned at the top of the show, tomorrow they're introducing the new poll that will follow the NCAA throughout the playoffs when they start. And but right now, The Ohio State is number 1, Indiana number 2. Texas A&M still up there, number 3. Alabama, after the one loss to Florida State at the beginning of the season, they have won 7 in a row, and they are 7-1, ranked number 4. Georgia 7-1. Oregon at 7-1. Ole Miss 8-1. All of them are in the same conference.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Ole Miss is 8-1. Well, I just said Ole Miss. BYU's undefeated. They came back with a win Saturday. They're 8-0. Texas Tech is 8-1. Rounding out the top 10 is Notre Dame. They're 6-2. And Oklahoma's number 11. And number 12 is the University of Virginia, 8-1. They're playing Wake Forest this Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Then the following Saturday, they play Duke at 3:30. And if they can get by both of those games, they only got one game left, and that's Virginia Tech on the 29th of November. And they can finish with a great record. Because this is the first time they have 8 wins since George Wells. I think they said 1990 with Sean Moore and all them. It's the first time they've had that win streak 7 games in a row.
That's been a long time.
Yeah, and then, like I said, their first win on the West Coast. That's crazy, too. But, yeah, they're ranked number 12. Texas number 13. Me, you, and Harry have been talking about it over the last couple of weeks about the Saints sandbagging for a quarterback. And, of course, Harry and yourself says, hey, Archie Manning might not be the guy. He's putting it together right now. He had a big game the other day, and they're 7-2. Look for them to make the playoffs. Ooh. Yeah. And then Louisville, 14. That's another ACC team. And let's switch over to the next page here. Vanderbilt's number 15 after that big loss. Georgia Tech loses. They fall to 16th. Utah 17th. University of Miami has lost 2 games now to Louisville. And they lost this past Saturday as well. And they fell to 18th. Missouri's 19th. USC is 20th. Michigan's 21st. Memphis 22nd, Tennessee 23rd, and Washington's 24th. And rounding out the top 25 AP poll is Cincinnati. And that's your college football top 25, and is brought to you by K&L, where friends meet to eat. We want to thank all our sponsors on that. And with that, let's go right into top 5.
And bottom 5.
And bottom 5 for the National Football League. And my top 5 right now, I got the Seahawks 5th at 6-2. Your Denver Broncos, Rick, at 7-2, number 4. They're winning close games, and that's what you got to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Philly 5-2. I really like them. I think they're 6-2. Buffalo's 6-2. And still, with the Colts losing to the Pittsburgh Steelers, I have them at 7-2. I know the Steelers beat the Colts yesterday, but so far it's consistent. You know, the Colts looking pretty good, but Pittsburgh might have showed the recipe to beat them yesterday. Yeah. So that's my top 5. Seahawks, Denver, Philly, Buffalo, and the number 1 team. We stay with the Colts at 7-2. Who you got?
Well, I'm going by the records. And the top 3, the Colts, the Broncos, and Patriots are all 7-2. So you can't argue with that. Your record is what you are. And I've got number 4 is the Eagles, and 5 is the Bucks.
Yeah, like I said, I want to put New England in there, but hey, I'm a Dolphin fan. But that game yesterday, last week I said the Falcons win every other week. They would have won that game yesterday if they wouldn't have missed that extra point. That would have been a tie game, and the Falcons would have had a chance to win that game. But instead, they didn't. They lost 24-23. So, yeah, New England's winning, and that's all you can do is play who is on your schedule.
That's right.
And that's what they're doing. But, yeah, I think New England has a good chance of – well, we'll see. We're playing Buffalo again this week. Miami is. So we ain't getting a break from anything. And then New England's going to have to play them again as well because they beat them the first time.
And the Broncos, if the playoffs started today, we'd be the second seed.
Yeah, but that whole division is good.
Yes, it is.
And speaking of the divisions, that NFC North, it's a game and a half from first to fourth with Green Bay losing yesterday.
Wow.
That is crazy. The Bears, Minnesota beat Detroit yesterday. Everybody was talking about J.J. McCarthy, not going to be able to do it, come in there like he's never missed a game to beat Detroit. And then Green Bay loses to Carolina. And they better watch out. Carolina's done won 3 out of 4, I think, so they're right into the thick of things as well.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to the bottom 5. The number 1 team in the National League, the National Football League for me, is the number 1. It's the Jets. They're 1-7. The New Orleans Saints are 1-8. I have them number 2. Tennessee is 1-8. I have them number 3. I have the Raiders 2-6. Number 4, they probably should be ranked a little higher than that because they are really looking terrible. And then last night's game, 30-29, and you go for 2, and he clearly missed a wide open receiver in the end zone where they would have won 31-30, but he threw it in triple coverage.
Wow.
So, and they end up losing the game 30-29. And then the Giants that are 2-7, a lot of injuries with the Giants. They're playing good football. I mean, they're playing tough football, but they're playing opponents that they're really difficult to beat, and they're going to be a little bit outmanned. I like the quarterback. I like the directions that the Giants are headed in, but right now they're sitting at 2-7. I got them number 5 in my bottom 5. Who you got?
All right, I got the Jets number 1, the Titans number 2, the Saints number 3, and I always say I'll never pick the Raiders, but I got the Raiders at number 4. I picked y'all, okay, and the Browns at number 5.
The Browns are actually doing pretty good. Cincinnati too. How do you trade the man to the division, and Joe Flacco is just throwing the ball all over the place? I mean, that 2 minutes of that game yesterday was amazing. It was like, what did I say, 48-47? But they took the lead to go up 47, and then the Bears threw a 54-yard touchdown to the tight end right there under 30 seconds to go. It was like, what in the world? It was fun to watch. That was a fun game to watch. And with that, we're going to take our last break. When we come back, we're going to close the show and get you ready for the Monday night football game tonight between Arizona and the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget to get out there and vote tomorrow. You're listening to The Bottom Line right here on WHAP, The Point.
K&L Barbecue at 1410 Maple Street, inside Cavalier Square, Hopewell. Wants you to know they have great specials on the daily menu, such as hamburger steak, grilled chicken, a lightly fried chicken sandwich, and, of course, the best chicken and dumplings in the Tri-Cities. And don't forget about their world-famous barbecue and sauce. Dine in or carry out at K&L Barbecue. Call 458-4241. That's 458-4241 for K&L Barbecue.
Uh-oh, stranded on the side of the road, flat tire, dead battery, no worries. Tucker Towing Service, LLC has got your back. Whether it's cars, trucks, motorcycles, or trailers, we're here to get you moving again. Need a jump start or a tire change? We do that too. Proudly serving Hopewell, VA, and surrounding areas. We're fast, reliable, and just a call away. Call Tucker Towing at 804-920-4383 or email us at tuckerstowingservice@gmail.com. Tucker Towing Service, LLC, your roadside lifeline.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Let Keith and Mandy at Hourglass Realty Group guide you and your family through the journey of home ownership for years to come. With over 17 years of experience as multi-million-dollar producers, They specialize in residential and commercial properties across Richmond, Chesterfield, the Tri-Cities, and surrounding areas. As partner agents with Veterans United, they take pride in helping active and retired veterans find the perfect home. Plus, Keith is a licensed notary for your convenience. Call 804-712-0188. That's 804-712-0188 today and visit them at 11801 Center Street in Chester. They're online at hourglassrealtygroup.com.
I just want to encourage everybody listening today. Your health matters. Your peace matters. You don't have to settle for feeling exhausted, stressed, or just stuck wherever you are. God gave us everything we need. Simple, powerful gifts from the earth to support our bodies naturally. It's not complicated. It's not overwhelming. It's just about taking one small step back to what He originally intended. You deserve to feel amazing. And natural solutions are really closer than you think. It's just a text, a phone call, or a stop by Car Brothers away.
Start your wellness journey today. Reach out to Tony Carr Hathaway. She's been waiting for you. Text wellness to 804-212-8571.
Why don't you just tell me the truth? Now, let's get back to Steve the Truth with the bottom line.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I am Steve the Truth alongside of Rick Morris. And, of course, Harry Clary is out tonight. We hope he is feeling better. And like I said, this is just an hour-long show on this Monday. And we'll be back on November 17th, getting you all set and ready to go for Thanksgiving week. 2 weeks before that, and get you caught up with what's happening in high school football, college football, and, of course, the National Football League. And stories of the day that me and Rick were just talking about, Daniels out for a while, Jalen Daniels for the Washington Commanders. That's going to hurt. The wide receivers out as well. So
dislocated his elbow, right?
Yeah. So it's going to be a while before he gets back in there. And then how about the 68-yard field goal by Cam Little of Jacksonville to sets the record for longest field goal yesterday.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah. And get this. Guess what he got today from the National Football League?
What?
He got to do a urine sample to see, make sure he's not using any extracurricular drugs to make him kick a ball that far. That 68-yard field goal. And, of course, last night, Sam Donald doing his thing. The first half, he was unstoppable in there at the half. Seattle blowout win over the Washington Commanders on Sunday night at Northwest Stadium. Sam Darnold had 4 touchdown passes and 0 incompletions, having connected on all 16 of his attempts. He didn't know it until someone told him. And a no-no in football to talk about a no-hitter in baseball. But he did real well, and they had a victory 38-14, and I think he's found a nice little home there in Seattle.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. He sure has.
Yeah, he sure has. So don't forget the Monday Night Football game tonight between the Dallas Cowboys and Arizona. Dallas is a 3.5-point favorite. They're playing at home. Total is 53.5. The total there. So don't forget, Michigan comes on tonight, number 7. This is NCAA basketball. They're taking on the powerhouse Oakland on FS1 at 8:30. Don't forget at 7 o'clock on ESPN Plus, your University of Virginia basketball Cavaliers take on Ryder at 7 o'clock with new coach Odom tonight. Should be a lot of fun. So college basketball starts this week. Man, this is just a great time of the season for me.
There's a lot going on.
It is that. And your team's winning, so that's always a positive. With that, we're going to see you in 2 weeks from the bottom line. For Rick Morris, Harry Clary, I am Steve the Truth. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks.
What was I just listening to?
You've been listening to Steve the Truth Nugent with the bottom line.
Big bottom drive me out of my mind.
On Fox Sports Radio 1340 AM.
Car Brothers, located at 3100 Jackson Farm Road here in Hopewell. The Gathering Place has great salads, specials every day, and without a doubt, the best burger in town. Call for carryout at 458-4144. That's 458-4144. Car Brothers.
Hi, this is Andy Clark with Ligon Jones Insurance Services. We're proud to give back to our community by supporting local youth sports and encourage you all to get out and cheer for your team. We're a local independent agent representing Erie Insurance and several others. Give us a call at 855-8522 or stop by our new location at 5392 Prince George Drive, Suite B, and let us show you what old-fashioned customer service feels like. We can be your insurance concierge and save you money. www.ligonjones.com.
Carr Brothers, located at 3100 Jackson Farm Road here in Hopewell. The Gathering Place has great salads, specials every day, and without a doubt, the best burger in town. Call for carryout at 458-4144. That's 458-4144. Carr Brothers.
This is Donovan McNabb, and you're listening to The Bottom Line with Steve Nugent right here on Sports Radio 1340 WHAP Hopewell.